My name is Sayaka Noro. I'm a 27-year-old stay-at-home wife. Today, I'd like to tell you about an incident that happened between my family and me. My parents own several businesses and are quite rich, so I was treated like a princess growing up. My husband Shunji and I met a few years ago. He was a superior at work who was 2 years older than me. Though he was very smart and competent at his job, he comes from an average middle-class family. So our families were quite different, to say the least. But that didn't stop us from getting married. In fact, things went pretty smoothly. And now, we're renting a room in the city and living happily as a married couple. We got along well with one another, and we're very happy with our situation until I got a text from my sister-in-law, Yurina.
Hey, Sayaka, I wanted to ask you a favor. Is that all right?
Yeah, is there something I can do for you?
Well, recently, my salon hasn't been doing too well.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that you opened a nail salon.
Yeah, and I don't think I can pay its rent this month.
Oh, that's terrible.
So I was wondering if I could borrow some money from you.
How much do you need?
Around $10,000.
$10,000? That's quite an expensive rent.
Well, it's not just the rent. There's other expenses in it as well. Please, the business is gonna go under soon if I don't do something.
I really want to help you, but $10,000 is a lot, you know.
I thought you were rich.
My family is, but that doesn't mean I am. Right now, my husband and I are living off of our own paychecks.
But I heard you got a lot of money from your parents not so long ago. Like a lot.
How do you know about that?
I heard it from my mom, so I was thinking you would spare me some of that money.
But we were planning on saving that money for when we have a child. My husband and I already decided on it, so...
Please, it's not like you have a child yet, so just help your sister out.
I guess you're right. But I have to ask my husband, so give me some time.
Thanks. Please let me know ASAP.
And just like that, she asked me if she could borrow money from me. I wasn't really up for it, but she was my sister-in-law and a member of our family. I brought this up with my husband that night, but he didn't seem like he was too thrilled to give her money either. But in the end, we decided to help her out and lended her the money. But it turned out to be a mistake. Soon after, we lended her the money. Hey, when are you coming home?
I have some more things I need to get done, so it might take a while. Feel free to go to bed.
All right. I had something I wanted to talk to you about, but...
I'm on break now, so we can talk it over text if that's okay with you.
It's about Yurina.
Oh, my dumbass sister? What did she say this time?
To tell you the truth, I've been lending her some money after we made the initial deposit.
What? How did I not know about this?
I'm sorry. She told me to keep you out of it, so...
It's okay, sorry. I wasn't mad at you.
Obviously, I'm not taking the money out of your savings account. I'm just taking money out of my personal account.
But that's still your money! How much have you given her?
She asked me to lend her relatively small amounts of money a few times now. I know I shouldn't have given it to her, but every time I thought to myself, well, if it's just a few $100. But recently, it's gotten too frequent for me to keep quiet about it.
Okay, I'll do something about it.
I'm sorry. I know I should have asked you first.
Yeah, that would have been nice, but what's done is done. My shameless idiot sister is to blame for all this, so don't worry about it. Besides, she hasn't even given us the $10,000 back yet. And if she's coming to you for more money, that's ridiculous.
That's right. After we first lended her the money, my sister-in-law started to come to see me every 1 or 2 weeks to ask for some money. And the day I told my husband about what had been going on, he came home looking like his soul had drained out from him. Apparently, that was because his sister wouldn't budge.
So please, just stop asking her for more money.
I'm borrowing her money, not yours, so stay out of it.
This is about my wife. Obviously, I should have a say in this.
So you're saying you don't care if my business goes under? If the nail salon goes under, both Mom and I are gonna lose our means to pay back our debt. And if that happens, are you gonna take care of us?
And just like that, she was not willing to give in. Apparently, she's been like this since they were kids, and my husband has never managed to convince my sister of anything. I also heard from my husband that my sister-in-law's nail salon was also co-owned by my mother-in-law, who went through a divorce a few years ago. And like Yurina said, If they close the nail salon, they'll lose their livelihood. My husband obviously doesn't want that, so he can't be too hard on Yurina. But he didn't give up. He gave up on convincing his sister and set his eyes on his mother, who he believed he could convince. So, he sent a text message to his mother right in front of me, but...
All I'm asking her is to stop coming to us for money. I mean, don't you usually borrow money from your parents first?
That's easy for you to say. It's not like I have that much saved up.
That makes two of us then. We're not rich like she thinks we are.
There's no way that's true. Sayaka comes from a very wealthy family, right?
That doesn't mean she gets an allowance from them every month. We're spending our own money to get by. We're just like any other married couple.
But don't you think that's a bit of a waste? Why don't you ask our parents for financial assistance? That'll help us out a lot as well. Then we all win.
But we've already decided as a couple. We're not going to rely on any handouts. That's not exactly the healthiest way to get by. We decided that we would try to make a living on our own without any handouts. So we haven't touched the money Sayaka got from her parents yet either.
Why are you so serious about this stuff? Besides, you're gonna get all of her family's money eventually.
But until that happens, we're planning on getting by on our own. Do you have a problem with that?
I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but...
Anyway, just tell Yurina.
But we're not even talking about your money to begin with. So if Sayaka isn't comfortable with giving Yurina money anymore, then she should tell that herself.
It's not that easy. It's her sister-in-law we're talking about. It's obviously difficult for her to be honest with her.
Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask. My friends and I were planning to go on a trip, but I'm running low on cash. Can you lend me like $500?
What, did you not listen to anything I just said?
And so he couldn't convince his mother either. Seems like my Yurina got her stubborn personality from her mother. I didn't want to waste the effort that my husband put into convincing them though. So I stopped lending my money to Yurina from that point on. But every time she would try to convince me otherwise, so it was a bit of a pain in the ass. But around when all that was going on, my father had a heart attack and passed away. My mom died a few years back as well, so all of his assets were passed down to me. In total, I received about $3 million, which was way more money than I knew what to do with. Of course, I wouldn't have complained about having that kind of money if I wasn't in the situation that I was in at the time.
Hey, how much did you inherit from your parents?
It was a lot.
How much? It's gotta be north of $1 million, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that must be nice. What are you planning on using it on?
I haven't decided yet. It's been less than a month since my dad died, so I'm not really in the mood anyway.
If you don't have any plans for it, how about investing it in my business?
What?
With that kind of money, I could move our store to a much better location and get all new equipment. And I could hire more employees so I don't have to work too much as I do now. That sounds good, right? Let's do it.
Wait, hold on. I'm not ready for that conversation.
Oh, come on. You won't be able to use all of it anyway. Then use it for the good of your family.
She really didn't care about my loss and was laser focused on the money and the money only. I knew this was coming, but I didn't think she'd come asking me for it this quickly and aggressively. I was trying to figure out how to respond when I got a message from my mother-in-law. I heard you were investing your money in our business. Thanks. I can't tell you how big of a help this is gonna be. Well, I haven't really decided on if I'm gonna do that yet. Oh, come on. Don't be selfish. It's for your family. I'm sure your father would have wanted you to use this money for us. Okay. Oh, yeah. If you're gonna invest in our business, could you pay for the remodeling of our house as well? What? This house is starting to show its age, and I always wanted to remodel this house, and this seems like the perfect opportunity for it. Wait, I guess it'll be better if we just buy an entirely new house. What do you think? I haven't said yes to any of this yet. And just like her daughter, my mother-in-law tried to squeeze money out of me. This was the straw that broke the camel's back. When I told my husband about what had happened, he was furious. He was about to go back to his place and yell at his family in their faces, but I stopped him before he could actually do it. I then told him about how I anticipated something like this happening, and how I prepared a countermeasure. Basically, All this was happening because I had too much money for my own good. So if I just...
Hey, I went to talk to a real estate agent earlier, and I found the perfect place for our new store. Apparently, we need to make an initial deposit. So can you lend me the money by the end of this week?
Sorry, but I don't remember saying that I would pay for your new house. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm never going to invest or give you any of my money. Not ever.
What? What do you mean? I told you already, if you're not going to use that money, it's better off being spent with us. We're your family. I already bought new equipment for the new location, so you're gonna have to give me the money soon.
You bought new equipment without knowing if you'd even get any money from me? And besides, the money is going to be spent elsewhere.
And what are you going to spend it all on anyway?
Actually, my husband and I are going to use the money to start a new company.
You're joking, right?
No, it's true. We've been talking about it for a while now. It's gonna be a while before it gets up and running, but we've already started the process of establishing the company. We've decided to invest all the money I inherited into our new business, so I can't use the money for other things anymore. That's right. My husband and I decided to start a new business. I wasn't lying when I said that we had been talking about making a startup for a while. And we were finally able to put our dreams into shape with my father's inheritance. But things weren't over. I still had my mother-in-law to deal with. So, you're starting up a new business, huh? I think you should rethink this. It's not easy being a business owner, you know. But you're a business owner yourself. That's how I know how hard it is to own a business. This is for your own good. Don't do it. But it's already been decided. Please, I beg you. What's it to you how we spend our money? I know you wanted a new house, but... Alright, I'll tell you the truth. We're in a really tough spot financially right now. Is the nail salon not doing well? Yeah, but that's not all. Anyway, we have no choice to go bankrupt if you don't help us. Apparently, her and Urina got caught in a pyramid scheme and had a significant amount of money taken away from them. It was the kind of scam that you'd see anywhere. They were told that they would get the money that they invested back tenfold. They were lured into it by a friend who they trusted, so they invested a lot of money into it. It was enough to make the nail salon go under. All the money that I gave Urina was used to pay back the debt that she accumulated from the scam. And they were asking for the money inherited not because they wanted a new house or to remodel their current one, but because they needed to pay back their debts. If they would have been honest with me from the start, maybe I would have thought about helping them. But their pride got in the way of them telling me the truth. My husband and I were already fed up with how my mother-in-law and Urina had been treating me, so we didn't feel like helping them even after finding out the truth. So the two ended up losing their home and their business and now live in a life of poverty. My husband and I, on the other hand, have got our new business up and running, and we're working hard every day to grow it.